Hi students, today we will learn about ANSA compounds. Any cyclophane in which the para positions of a benzene ring are connected by a bridge at least 10 atoms is known as an ANSA compound. Now here N can be less than 7 or it can be more than 7. It can be also be equal to 10 or it can be like 10, 11, 12 and so on. But it is a minimum, it is going to have N as 6. So they are called as the ANSA compound. Now let us look at the chirality in them. See, now you can consider ANSA compound like a purse. See, we know that in a purse we have a handle which connects the two benzene rings. So here, the connection between the purse here in ANSA compound is the connection between the heteroatoms. So here what you can see X are the two heteroatoms which are substituted at the para positions to the benzene ring. Now the CH2 bonds which you can see, they connect the heteroatoms on either end. So you can consider it as a purse. So in which the plane is the nothing but the benzene ring. The plane is the benzene ring, means the benzene ring is planar, whereas the heteroatom which is attached to the benzene ring is also planar, but the CH2 groups which linked between the either ends of the heteroatoms is going to be non-planar. Means they are going to be connected along the two heteroatoms which are going to be non-planar. So this is how the ANSA compound looks like. So now here when you have to consider the stereochemistry, you have to consider the chirality, what we have to do is you can pass the mirror which is going to bisect directly the molecule. So when you just pass a mirror just connecting or dividing the molecule, you can see that there are going to be two mirror images, and hence you can see that this ANSA compound where there is no substitution on the benzene is going to be achiral, is going to be symmetric. So it is a symmetric molecule and hence it is going to be achiral. Means without any substitution on the benzene ring. There are only heteroatoms which are connected para, but there are no substitutions on the benzene. So hence this is becomes a achiral molecule, and which is having the symmetry in it. Now moving on to the chirality. Now when the chirality arises in ANSA compound is when there is a substitution at the either at the meta or at the ortho positions. So here either one or two substitutions. The substitutions can be either 1, 2 and so on. But whenever there is even one substitution at the benzene ring, then what happens is there is going to be chirality, because now when you see there is only one bromide here, bromine group attached, whereas there are no other bromine group which is attached on the opposite direction, and hence when you just keep a mirror which is just bisects the molecule, then you can see that there is no symmetry in this molecule. So hence there is no symmetry, means it is asymmetric molecule, but it is having the chirality. So it is chiral molecule because it is asymmetric. Now this kind of molecules, they show optical activity. Now here there is one more concept which we should consider, that is the number of the methylene groups which is attached to the heteroatoms. Now when there is more number of methylene groups, that is when N is equal to 8, then there can be rotation of this ring along the, that is this methylene ring can rotate along this benzene. It can just keep rotating because the length of the methylene group is large. So now, due to the rotation of the polymethylene ring, the ANSA compound loses its chirality. That is, it becomes achiral. So now here, though there are no substitutions, you can see this molecule should have been chiral molecule. But what happens is, as I already told, there is a number of atoms, there is one number of the methylene group is going to be 8, and since it is more than 7, then what happens? There is a possibility of this ring to keep rotating along this benzene. There can be complete rotation, just like you can imagine a skipping, like how a skipping goes up and down. So this ring also can move up and down. And because of this movement, because of this rotation of the polymethylene ring, what happens is this molecule, that is this ANSA compound, loses its chirality and it becomes achiral. So this is one exception that we should remember in ANSA compound, that whenever N is equal to 8 or more than 8, though there is no substitution on the benzene ring, but the ANSA compound becomes achiral. Next, let us look at some conditions to give RNS configuration. So first is, let us look at the pilot group. See, when I say pilot, you can know the meaning of pilot is the is the one who views from above. So pilot means the one who views from above. So one who just drives a plane, aeroplane is called as a pilot because he can view from above. He can look at what is the situation below on the land. So hence why we call it pilot group is these groups, that is CH2 groups, you can see that they are above the plane and they can see this heteroatom, and also they can see this benzene rings. So that's the reason why they are called as pilot groups. Now how we designate pilot groups? So the ones, the methylene groups which are directly attached to the heteroatom becomes the pilot group. So now here you can see that this is the oxygen, that is which is attached to para position of the benzene ring, and to the oxygen there is the CH2 group attached. So this CH2 becomes the pilot, and on the either end also this CH2 becomes the pilot group. Now when you have to assign the RS configuration, pilot groups may be out of, should be out of the plane. Pilot group should be, sorry, it is the group B I have written. A pilot group should be out of plane. That is the first criteria. And the second criteria is pilot group should be identified to give RNS configuration. Whenever we are going to assign RNS configuration for cyclophanes, we should always remember that, sorry, for the ANSA compound, we should always remember that we are going to number with respect to the pilot group. So here the pilot group is already, we have identified it, CH2. So now from this, we are going to write down the numbering. See, the oxygen which is directly attached to CH2 is going to be number 1. And the next carbon which is attached to the benzene, that is to oxygen para position 2. And then the subsequent bromide which is attached to the meta position is 3. So you can see 1, 2, 3 is moving in the clockwise direction, and hence it is attained the R configuration. So always remember this RNS configuration for the ANSA compound is going to be very simple. Only thing is you have to identify the pilot group. If you identify the pilot group, then the numbering is going to be in a method, in an order. Either the substituent is below, then it's going to attain R. If the substituent is above, then it is going to attain the S, depending on the numbering. Now, and the direction. Now let us go to the second example. So here you can see that the bromine is disubstituted on either end, that is at the meta position of the benzene. Now let us do the numbering. See again, I've directly written as CH2 of 8. It means to say that there's one CH2 here, and there's one CH2 here, and there's 6 CH2s here. So that's the meaning. So you can be given this kind of examples also, but you should identify what kind of molecule it is. So here it is ANSA, you can make out because the benzene ring is going to be attached on either end para position to the heteroatom. Here it is the oxygen. Now, once you identify the pilot group, now let us start numbering. Oxygen always gets position 1 and the subsequent carbon 2, and then the third carbon is going to be attached to the bromide, and fourth is going to be bromide. You can also give numbering for bromide as 4. Now since it is in the clockwise direction, it is going to be assigned as R. Okay, now if suppose you are given and disubstituted on the other end also, you can do the same kind of the numbering and you can still going to get the R. Now let us move on to the next example. Now here you can see how the bromide is attached to the upper part of the benzene ring. Means it is planar itself, there's no doubt, but the numbering is going to be changed. Now again you're going to identify the pilot atom, then you're going to give the numbering for oxygen as 1, 2 on the para position of benzene ring, and 3 to the meta position on the bromide. So it is going to be 1, 2, 3 in the anti-clockwise direction, and hence you're going to assign it as S configuration. Now let us look at some more examples. Now example 4. Now here you can see that again there is a COOH group which is attached to the meta position. Again we're going to start with identifying the pilot atom. The pilot atom is going to be the CH2. Pilot atom is always going to be CH2 because you know pilot is the one who always views above, who views below on the molecule, that is the heteroatom and the benzene and so on. Now here again you're going to do the numbering 1 to oxygen, 2 and 3. Again it's in the clockwise, so you're going to assign it as R. Now one more example. Now you can see that see now here there are there's 4 substitutions on the benzene ring. Now this is a different example. Now but still you can make out. I will just explain it to you. See, there are 2 iodine groups which are attached on one end of the benzene. So now you cannot consider the numbering in this case because what happens is here the priority matters. Since both are iodine, there can be an ambiguity on which is going to get the highest numbering, because in this it is not possible because it is disubstituted. Now let us look at the right part of the benzene ring. Now here what happens is you have a bromide and you have a hydroxyl. Now according to the priority group, we know that halides always get the first numbering or the highest priority, and then second is the hydroxyl. So based on this, we are going to number in such a way that bromide gets number 3. So now let us first identify the pilot atom. Okay, after identifying the pilot atom, we'll start numbering. Oxygen gets 1, 2, and then we're going to number the carbon 3 which is attached to the bromide. And since it is on the clockwise direction, we are going to assign it as R. And here hydroxyl is getting the least priority, and hence we are not going to number it as 3, but the priority is going to go for the bromide, and hence it is going to be the clockwise direction, and you are going to get the R configuration for this example. Now let us take one more example. So here what happens is you have hydroxyl group on one end and you have a nitro group on the other end, whereas there are 2 iodines on the opposite directions. Now let us start numbering. See, when you start numbering, right, when you look at one end, you know that iodine is going to get the highest priority compared to the hydroxyl. So when you start numbering, the oxygen is going to, first you're going to identify the pilot atoms, and then oxygen gets number 1, and the benzene attached to oxygen, there is a carbon attached to para position on oxygen, gets the number 2 and the number 2 numbering, and the third is going to be the iodine, which is being attached to the meta position, because iodine has the highest priority, is the first prioritized atom, and hence the direction is going to be clockwise, and you're going to assign it the R configuration. Now when you look at this end, you can again just cross check. It is going to be still R itself, because nitro is getting the lesser priority compared to iodine, because iodine, as I already told, is the first prioritized atom whenever you assign R and S configuration. And here again